What's up, everyone? Just got a question. If you were to walk into your garden, what would be the one tool that you would bring? I would say for myself, the one tool that I would bring would be my pruners. Early on when I got into gardening, I saw fruit coming along, tomatoes are blooming, cucumbers are blooming, and the first thing I did was twist it and pull it off, not realizing that I caused more damage to the plant than I should have. And I've seen a lot of people do this. Now that I've gotten into gardening, a lot of people have asked me questions on what tools that I would use, and pruners are generally my first to go to, just for that very reason. So if you decided to get into gardening and it's something that you wanted to do, I would definitely point out pruners being your number one tool to go to. Whether it's cucumbers or whether it's lettuce or other leafy items. I had came across some disease on some of the plants. I cut them off. Just recently, some tomato plants that I had needed some aeration just to trim back so they can be able to breathe. I started to see some importance with pruning over the years. And so now every time I walk into the garden, I can't help but have those pruners attached to me. It's almost like an extension of my body. So I kind of want to go over some care and some tips with these things. Now, one of the most important things you can do with your pruners is just make sure you keep the blades clean. You never know what you're coming across. And some plants can be more sensitive than others. So it's definitely important to make sure you keep your pruners cleaned off. Well, you should be wiping them after every use. Generally, I wipe them off with alcohol, get a nice spritz on them. And depending on the severity of the situation, especially if you're dealing with diseased plants, one of the things you want to kind of do is just let it soak on there for a minute. Then you clean it off. Uh, Depending on the pruners that you have, you want to kind of sharpen them occasionally. I haven't had the need for sharpening, but I know sometimes it just really depends on the device. And pruners aren't really that expensive, so I just replace when I need to. Sanitize in between. That's definitely important to keep disease down. For me, it's just not another gardening tool. It's one that I reach for every single time I walk into the garden. So now I pose the question to you. If there's that one tool that you reach for every time you go to the garden, just leave it in the comment section for me.